Hi, this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle. Well, just when you think that you've previewed everything for the week, stuff arrives. And so I thought I would do a part 2 to this one. And this will be reels that I will be working on this week for various customers that have come into my shop. These somewhat belatedly, but here they are. And well, we'll see what we can do with these. So one of the customers is local. He got inspired by my reel in a bag projects and said, you know, I've got this Penn 550 SS. I don't know what's in here. I took it apart at one point because something broke and I don't even remember what broke. But I also have, and I took them out of the box and put them in this little container, I also have another set of pieces and parts here. Can you do your best to make a reel out of them, maybe even two? And you know, hey, I'm always up for a challenge. So that'll be one of the things that I will try to do for Jeff this week. We'll see what we can do to match pieces and parts here and put it back together for him. You thought it was one? He brought me two. These are in pails, I guess. But he said that there's some parts in here that may belong to the reel on the bottom. There's some parts I might be able to use from the other one. This is a 6500, that's a 5500. He said, so do your best. He'd like two reels out of them if I can get that. And I certainly will try to do that for him. Well, the nature of my channel is Second Chance Tackle. That's the name. I try to, well, keep reels fishing. Try to give them a second chance. So from time to time, we get projects like that, and I don't mind doing them. I kind of enjoy doing them, actually. And, well, you never know what's going to show up. If you'd like to see these types of videos, I want to encourage you to subscribe to my channel. I will be posting a lot of these as service videos to show you how to do it yourself. And, well, if you like the ideas of doing that, learning about the history of the reels, how to service them, how to keep them fishing, then I would encourage you to subscribe. And if you do subscribe, please use that notification button. This one was dropped off by Alex. This is a Shimano. It's the Corvallis. It's the 400 size. These are very close to the Calcuttas. Not quite, but very close to them. They have the fast trip thumb bar. This one's just a little noisy. I think Fishing Reel Oil and Grease is going to take care of this. We'll get this back to Alex and let him take the fall fishing season. On the Atlantic seaboard, fall fishing season is sea bass, it's scup or porgy, it's black fishing. Everybody loves the black fishing around here. And occasionally you'll pull up a blue fish if they're in the area. And the striped bass, of course, will follow that. So you'd like this to get ready. Everything seems sound in this one. And, well, we're going to see what we can do about that. My buddy Bobby brought me some flea market finds. And he was out and about this past weekend. Looks like he's bought some crusty reels. And, well, we're going to see what we can do with them. He said he didn't pay much for this one. It's an Ambassador 6000. This one was made in Sweden. As you can see, it's been neglected. There's a lot of salt, debris, and the like. Let's see how it turns. You know what? It feels nice. Inside is probably good. I'm wondering if this this film and the like is just sea spray, where maybe it's been sitting on a pole but not used much. Well, we're going to take it apart. We'll clean it up for Bobby. We'll make sure that he has a nice reel going forward. Everything seems to be working. He said it didn't pay much. Well, there you go, with the trip back. But that hesitation on the trip back kind of tells me that we probably had a lot of dirt and debris inside that one. He brought one I haven't seen in a while as well. I like this one, actually. It's a Medalist by Shakespeare. It's a very narrow frame. It almost reminds me of the Quantum Iron series. It's got 4-ball bearings in it. And, well, Shakespeare makes a nice reel, particularly at this stage of the Shakespeare lineup. It's narrow, so it has limited capacity, but that makes it lightweight. It is a round bait caster, not a low-profile bait caster. And I think Bobby found himself a nice reel here. The last one, well, he called me up and said, "Are you interested in one of these?" And I said, "Yes, I am." He said, "It's not working very well. The bail doesn't trip. It's got a pirouette to it. The seller said that it needs a spring." I think I'll do a video on this one. I don't know if it needs the spring. Well, my friends over at Cast King, they sent me a reel to evaluate. It's a Deadbolt. It's a new release of theirs, and I'm going to do a review of this one this week. Well, if you'd like to see these as videos, please subscribe and do use that notification button. If you'd like to see a video on any of these that I'm not planning to do the video on, and when I don't plan to do videos, that usually means that there's one of them in my library. But if you'd like to see one, just call it out in the comment section. Say you'd like to see that particular reel. If I have a chance, I'll try to get that video for you. I think this one came from Rick. Yeah, this one came from Rick out in Pennsylvania. These are Mitchell's. These are the newer, newer. I don't know how new they are, but I don't know if I can get this off at the moment. This is a 308. Oh, I'm sorry, 300X. So what is the X series? It's a whole different series than the 300 is. Is it 300 or 308? I don't have to go see. The 300X Gold. I don't know where the gold is. It's got a nasty kind of noise to it going on there. But this one has a spiral drive. It doesn't have the traditional round main gear. It has a spiral drive. Something's not sounding right. And Rick sent me 2 of those. We'll get on that and we'll see what we can do about that particular reel. The last ones are drop-offs. They came from Edgar. And boy, he said, look, I've been doing these for some time now. Been out and about. Some of these I use, some I don't. But they're really an eclectic mix. See what you can do with them. That was my instructions. Well, here's another Shimano. This one's the Corsair. And boy, that one looks just like the Corvallis that we previewed earlier. This one runs nice. It's nice and smooth. Sounds like the spool is a little loose. Tighten that up. Everything seems to be running fine on that one. He brought me a senior citizen. This one is a J.C. Higgins. And this is probably Ocean City for Sears. Could be Bronson, not sure. These knobs, one of the knobs is frozen. It's not spinning, this one. Nice reel overall. Well, just looking for any other additional identifiers on that one. Can't see it. We'll do a video on that one if we can. Well, he went all over the place. Here's a Ted Williams 510. I think this one was made in Italy. Let's see, yeah, made in Italy. So for Sears and Roebuck and Company. So this 1960s. That's when Sears changed over from J.C. Higgins. You just saw J.C. Higgins on this one to Ted Williams. This one's looks like it's had some wear. I'm going to be interested. I'm going to get inside this one. We'll do a video on that one for sure. And this one he says is his daily driver. This is a Daiwa Regal 1500 2-ball bearing reel. He says he loves this reel. A little bit of a gear grind in there. Could be that it's just not got a lot of grease and oil in there. We're also seeing coning on the spool, which means that there's too many spool shims under here. If you remove this one of those spool shims, just trying to get to them. If you remove one of those spool shims, it will lower the spool. It'll raise the line. I always get that confused. It's kind of, yeah. So take one of these red ones off. You got a red one and 2 red ones and a clear one on there. Take one of those off. That should correct the issue with the coning on this. All right, well, that's it for Edgar. Wow, that's an eclectic little mix there. Shimano Corsair, Ted Williams from the 60s, J.C. Higgins from the 50s, and a Daiwa. And I think these 2, I think he really fishes. I think the other 2 he's probably had laying around for a while and just kind of threw them in the box for me. But I'll be happy to work on them nonetheless. Well, that's part 2. I'm going to be a busy person this week. and I hope you'll enjoy them. And well, I can't wait to get started on some of them. I think we'll do a video on this one. It's been a while since I've had a Shakespeare open, and I will certainly do the Ted Williams, and we'll see what else I have the time for. I know I'm going to do one on this, just to show you how to fix that bail. Okay, I want to take a moment before I end to thank our police, fire, safety, rescue, everybody involved in public service and keeping us safe. I want to wish everybody a great time on the water, fast friends fishing, and great catches. This is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle. Have a great day.